Greetings, sports racers, and welcome to the show with Zay Frank. Now watch this powerful move.
And they say this show's confusing to new viewers. Well then let me be clear, I'm in San Antonio, home of the Alamo, and today is Ride the Fire Eagle Danger Day. President Bush headed to Jordan this week to have a meeting with King Abdullah II and Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki. The focus of the meeting was supposed to be to try to get a handle on the escalating violence in Iraq. But things got a little tricky when a certain administration memo was leaked. The New York Times published a memo written by White House National Security Advisor Stephen Hadley, who is reportedly still working on his second facial expression. This photo, leaked earlier today, shows an early test of what he allegedly refers to as accordion head. Hadley's memo was particularly critical of Maliki, saying, quote, "The reality on the streets of Baghdad suggests Maliki is either ignorant of what is going on, misrepresenting his intentions, or that his capabilities are not yet sufficient to turn his good intentions into action." Ooh, insufficient capabilities sounds good, but what was the first one again? It's weird, I just get this feeling they don't like him. So Maliki's getting flack from Muqtada al-Sadr, the Shiite leader, for even being at the summit, and after the memo surfaces, he says that he's going to cut the meeting short by a day. That's like the nerdfight equivalent of erasing somebody's wiki entry. Off the hook! After what I'm sure was some good old-fashioned ass-kissing, they finally had that meeting and decided to have more meetings. Finally, after all was said and done, President Bush emerged with not that much to talk about. But he was convinced that Maliki was the right man for the job. Even the memo boy Hadley was impressed. At a press conference on Air Force One, Hadley said that Maliki, quote, "gives the impression of a man with the right vision, determination, is developing a plan and a series of plans with his team as to how to get that done. More plans than you can handle. They're even planning plans as we speak." He clearly talks about his impatience to do things quicker, faster, and better, and the president said that that's one of the things we like about him. Forget about that other stuff we said. As long as you're impatient. The Iraq study group, headed up by former Secretary of State James Baker III, is set to release its report next Wednesday. The New York Times scooped it again. Nobody ever leaks anything to me. Insiders say that the report will recommend a gradual reduction of troops by 2008 and increased aggressive diplomacy in the region. The reports describe the recommendations as a goal and not a firm timetable. Critics say that all the report does is buy the president some time as he searches for a solution and avoids a large-scale withdrawal. But in anticipation of that release, at least there's some forward movement. The military announced today that 4 Iraqi army divisions will be put under Baghdad's control by next March. As to the extent that the rest of the recommendations will be taken into consideration, accordion head Hadley takes us out. Quote, "It's really going to be when the president is comfortable in his own mind as to where he wants to go."